probably going to get in trouble for this one, but let's talk about the downsides of being a six-figure earner. I've been a six-figure earner for the past 3 years, and there's so many things that I've noticed, and I want to break them down, and you tell me if you feel like it's worth it or not. By the way, my name's Ayo. I do personal finance content, so if that's interesting, make sure you are following for more. Let's get started. First, depending on how much over 100,000 you're earning, for a lot of us, we pay an effective tax rate of 60%. 60%. Do the math on that. Understand what that means. So imagine what your gross looks like and then what the net amount that enters your bank account looks like. It's already heartbreaking. Now, some of you will be like, that's fine. It's still more than what you were earning before. Yes, but we'll get into that. The next thing, for a lot of us, we get no benefits whatsoever when it comes to children. So no childcare hour, none of that stuff. All of that stuff disappears. Some people are going to be like, I'll just take that out of the extra money. Hold on, we're getting there. There's no significant difference between the house that you're going to live in when you're earning six figures and the one before six figures. A 400K house and a 600K house are not drastically different, especially in London. However, the costs on a monthly basis are drastically different. The strain mentally that you feel from having a mortgage to pay and worrying if you lose your job, everybody experiences it. But imagine the difference between worrying about finding an extra 1,500 a month and finding an extra 3,000 a month. Vastly different. Then when it comes to work itself, in most cases, if you're earning six figures, it means it's a role that requires quite a bit from you. As much as people think you're probably a manager, leadership, you don't have to do anything. Actually, while it's less of the manual labor, mentally it's a lot more. For a lot of us, we don't get to switch off at 5 o'clock. We're still working into the evening. We're still thinking on our weekends, we're thinking about work and preparing for the week because it's not a role that generally tends to allow you to switch off. And the best one is you are not allowed to complain about your salary. If you go and talk to someone who is not earning six figures and complain about your salary, you are immediately a villain. Imagine having very few people that you can actually talk to who understand the strains and stresses that you go through as a six-figure earner. But some may say, this doesn't sound as bad as you're making it sound. Well, you let me know. Drop it in the comments. Let's do a poll or something. Do you still feel like it's worth being a six-figure earner here in the UK? Anyway, follow for more.